In this video, I'm going to show you how to get started as an Amazon associate. First thing to do is to come to Amazon.com, and although there are different regional variations of Amazon, there's a site for the UK and Australia and France and other countries, I recommend that you come to the main Amazon.com site, the US site, because that is the one that gets the most traffic, and anywhere that doesn't have a local Amazon website will be directed here. So you do get more people, not just those from the US. Okay, scroll down to the bottom. And click here where it says Become an Affiliate. And it takes you through to this page where there's the opportunity to look at some of the things about the Amazon Associates program. There are other things here. And when you've done that, click here where it says Join Now for free. It takes you through to this page here where you can sign in if you are an existing customer by entering your email or mobile number in this box and your password in here. If you're a new customer, then you want to simply enter your email address in here and then select this radio button that says I'm a new customer. So let's just do that now. And then click on this button here that says sign in using our secure server. Takes you to this page where you enter your name and you also enter your email address again. So let's just do that. And then you enter your password. And this will be a password that you can use for all of Amazon.com. And then click on this button that says Create Account. And that takes you through to this page where you enter in the information about your payment details, who you want the check made out to, the address you want it sent to, and so on, and the phone number. And they also want to know whether the main contact for the account is the payee or someone else, in which case you'll select this radio button and it opens up another window here. Right, I just need to pause the video while I enter this information in. And there we go. I've entered all this information in. This is all completely fictitious, by the way. Now, for demonstration purposes, I'm using a US address, but you can apply from outside the US. You just simply have to choose your country from the drop-down menu. You should also include your phone number and an area code. And then click on this button that says Next, Your Website List. Now, because this is a fictitious address, you can see that it's thrown up a few suggestions about things that I ought to change about it. So I'm going to do that. But if you're watching in Houston, this is obviously a fictitious address. Please don't turn up at this door expecting to find someone called Edward Martin, because there is no such person. Okay, I'm going to click here on Save This Address. Takes you through to this page, your website list, and it says list all the top level domains on which you plan to display banners, widgets, special links or other ads from Amazon Associates, and you can add up to 50 sites. So let's just add one in. And then click on Next. Then it wants to know if any of the sites listed above are directed primarily at children under 13, and these sites are not eligible to display banners, widgets, special link or other ads from Amazon Associates, and you're required to declare the information. So I'm going to click on No. And then you click on this button here that says Confirm and proceed to website profile. Then you have to fill out your website profile. You've got the website list here. You have to write a brief description of what your website is about. Then you want to select the primary and secondary topics of your website from the drop-down list here and here, which will obviously going to be different depending on what your primary topic is. And it says what type of Amazon items do you intend to list on your website. So you want to check all the ones that apply. And also, again, from the drop-down list here, what type of site is your website? Whether it's a blog or a comparison shopping engine or a content or niche website, and so on. And then how do you drive traffic to your site? You select all the ones that apply. How else do you monetize your website? Again, choosing from the drop-down links. How do you build the links? How many unique visitors does your website get per month? What is your primary reason for joining Amazon Associates, and how did you hear about us? And then you enter the CAPTCHA. Now, because this is a made-up website, I'm not going to take this sign-up procedure any further, because they'll check it out and know that this is all nonsense, which I'm setting up for demonstration purposes. I will tell you that in the next section, you'll be required to verify your identity. And this usually means taking a scan of some type of official document, or your driver's license or your passport or some other type of official document that has your name and your address on it. Sometimes it's going to vary depending on which country you live in. It is going to determine what type of information that they're going to want to verify your identity. For example, in the UK, you have to provide some sort of official correspondence from the Inland Revenue, which is the tax authority. And once that's done, and once they've checked out your website, and once they've verified that you are who you say you are, and they'll phone you up on the phone number that you've provided to make sure that you are a real person, then you can start using Associate Central. Now, I do have an account that's already set up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pause this video, log in with my real account, and then show you how to start using Amazon Associates. Okay, and I've logged into my real Amazon Associates account, which I'm obscuring for security purposes. And this is the UK version of Amazon, but the setup is the same, only the currency is different. Now, there are several ways that you can get a product to sell in Amazon Associates Central. You can either search for a product, either by keyword or by ISBN or ASIN, or you can browse for a product from a particular category. Probably the easiest way to do it, unless you have something specific in mind, is to browse for a product. So I'm going to click here on the Browse for a Product tab. And then you can select an Amazon category, and it will display recent best-selling products from that category, or you can build a link to this particular category. There are different ways that you can do this with Amazon. You can either link to a particular category and let people search for a product, and you get a search box to go on your website, or you can have a link to a particular product, or you can have a banner to a particular product, depending on how you want to play it. They are very flexible at Amazon. Now, let's say that I'm looking for books, because obviously that's what Amazon was famous for in the first place. So we'll click here on books, and then it lists the best sellers. Let me just scroll down a bit so you can see. And you've got all the different ones here. But let's say I want a book in the health and fitness niche. So there you go, health, family, and lifestyle. And we'll say we want it for fitness and exercise. So I'll click on that one. And then you've got general fitness, or you can go down a bit further. Let's look at some of the titles that they've got here. And let's have this one, Becoming a Supple Leopard. So I can click here on this button that says Get Link. And I can then copy and paste this, highlight the HTML, and then I can copy and paste that to my computer's clipboard and then enter that into my website. In addition to just ordinary text links, there are some other ways that you can direct people from your website to your Amazon Associates product. And you have several things here at the top. We've got links and banners or widgets. Let's look at links and banners, and let's look at product links. I'll click on that to give you an idea. And what you can do is search for a product, either doing it previously, like we did before, going through the various categories, or we can simply enter in the ISBN number. Let's do it this way. We could have books, and then I'm going to put in the ISBN number for the book that we just looked at, which I've copied and pasted to my computer's clipboard, and then click on Go, and you can see here, and you can then get the link. Let's click on that, get link. And you can do several different types of link. You can have text and image, which is what they're showing here. You can have text only, which is similar to what you can get from the previous example. You can have image only, or you can add it to a widget, which I'll discuss in a moment. Let's go back to text and image, and you can change the colors to suit your website, to suit your website's color scheme. I'm going to leave it at the default settings, and then it gives you the HTML code. So you can highlight HTML and copy that. I'm going to copy that into my computer's clipboard like that. And then you can simply paste it into your website, into your blog. If you have WordPress, then you can paste it into a sidebar or something like that. I'll talk you through how to do that in another video. Another thing that you can have, if we come back here, is you can have banner links. Let's just click on that. And you can select the kind of banner that you want. You can have a rotating banner by category, or you can have banner links by category. Let's once again do books. You can then choose the size of banner that you want. Let's say we want it to be 468 by 60. What you then have to do is highlight the HTML and copy and paste it once again into your website or blog. There's one other thing that I'll show you, and that's a widget. So just click here on widgets. Now, widgets are actually my favorite way of driving traffic from a website to Amazon. And as it says here on the website, Amazon widgets are rich, interactive mini applications that bring Amazon functionality to your site. And there are several different types of widget that you can have. You can have an MP3 clips widget, deals widget, search widget. You have my favorites widget, carousel widget, slideshow widget, product cloud, wish list, recommended product links, self-optimizing links, the A-Store widget, and a search box. And probably the easiest, and I would say my favorite one, is actually the search box. Let me click on that and show you why. What you have is the default category, and you can either have it as the main Amazon site, or you can have it as Amazon Instant Video, or you can go to a particular category. For example, books or whatever. I'm going to leave it at the default category. And then the default search term, which you can enter in if you want specific category results to your viewers. So let's say fitness, the main search term. And then you can select the ad size. It's best to leave it to automatic because then it will adjust itself to the size of your website and also the size of the screen aperture that your visitor is using. So it gives you a lot of flexibility. You can select the theme, which is either light or dark, depending on the type of website that you have. And you can see over here exactly what this search box will look like. And what happens is you will simply copy and paste this ad code into your website. And when someone comes to your website and they do a search on the Amazon search widget, every result will have your affiliate link in it. So you don't have to mess about with finding products to promote. You can simply have your visitor search for it themselves or to click on the recommended links that they'll automatically serve for you underneath here. And then they'll go to the product themselves. And if they make a purchase, you'll get the affiliate commission. And you don't really have to do any hard work for that. All of that is done by Amazon. So there you go. There's a very brief overview of how you can sign up for Amazon Associates and submit links to get started and start selling Amazon products on your website.